everyone! Welcome back to the Chill English channel. Before we dive in, here's a little secret. The last tip in today's episode is really a game changer for making English feel natural in your daily life. You definitely don't want to miss it.
That's right. I'm Jake.
And I'm Sophia. Today, our episode is all about how to train your brain to think and speak in English.
I know it sounds challenging. Many learners think it's impossible to stop translating everything in their heads. But believe me, it's a skill you can develop and it dramatically improves your English.
When you start thinking in English, your speaking becomes smoother, your understanding improves, and your confidence goes way up. It's like switching your brain into English mode.
Think of it like this. Instead of pausing to translate, your brain processes English directly. Speaking becomes faster, listening easier, and conversations feel natural.
So, why is thinking in English so important? Some learners ask, isn't learning vocabulary and grammar enough?
Not quite. Thinking in English lets you become fluent. Fluent speakers don't stop to translate, they just know what to say.
And your responses get faster. You won't hesitate trying to find the right word. The word is already there in your head.
It also helps with listening. Your brain begins to connect ideas directly in English, so you understand more and pick up on details without translating.
And there's confidence, too. When your brain thinks in English, expressing yourself feels natural. Mistakes become less intimidating because your focus is on communicating ideas clearly.
Here's something interesting. The way we think is shaped by the language we use. Switching to English changes your perspective.
For example, describing a sunset in English might feel different than in your native language. You might use different words, notice new details, and describe emotions in a unique way.
Thinking in English also helps you connect ideas more easily. Your brain begins to experience the world in English, which makes understanding and speaking smoother.
Research even shows that people who think in the language they speak are often more fluent and better at problem solving.
So the more you practice thinking in English, the faster your ideas flow and the easier it is to express yourself.
All right, let's get practical. Step 1, describe things around you in English. Look at objects, people, or situations and describe them, silently or out loud if you can.
For instance, if you see a book, you could think, this is a green book. It's on the table. The cover is colorful.
Step 2, think in English during daily activities. Cooking, cleaning, walking. Describe what you're doing in English.
Like, I'm boiling pasta, or that person is wearing a red jacket. These small thoughts help your brain practice English naturally.
And step 3, talk to yourself in English. It might feel strange at first, but narrating your actions out loud gets your brain used to thinking in English.
For example, when getting ready in the morning, say I'm brushing my teeth, I'm putting on my shoes, I'm grabbing my keys.
And step 4, immerse yourself in English media. Watch movies, listen to podcasts, or read in English.
Start with topics you enjoy. Your brain will begin absorbing English naturally, and thinking in English will start without effort.
Step 5, practice with English speakers. Conversations, even online, force your brain to respond quickly in English.
And step 6, write in an English notebook or journal. Writing daily helps reinforce vocabulary and grammar, making thinking in English easier.
So, to recap, describe things, think during activities, talk to yourself, immerse in English media, practice with others, and write in a journal.
And remember, the tip at the very end of today's episode is the real game changer that ties all these steps together. Stay tuned.
Welcome back. Now that we've talked about the first steps to think in English, Let's discuss some common challenges learners face.
Yes, this part is really important. Learning English isn't always easy, and knowing the obstacles helps you overcome them faster.
The first challenge is fear of making mistakes. Many learners worry they'll say something wrong or others will judge them.
The truth is, mistakes are part of learning any language. Remember when you were a child learning your first language? You made mistakes every day, right?
Exactly! Mistakes are opportunities to learn. Each time you make one, you understand English a little better. The key is don't be afraid to try.
The second challenge is feeling overwhelmed. English has a lot of rules, vocabulary, and exceptions. It's easy to feel like you'll never learn it all.
But you don't need to learn everything at once. Start small. Focus on building a habit. Try learning a few new words a week or thinking in English for just 10 minutes a day.
Step by step, you'll make progress. Small, consistent actions beat trying to do everything at once.
The third challenge is switching back to your native language. Many learners fall into this habit because it feels easier, especially if they don't know a word in English.
The solution? Keep practicing. Start with simple thoughts like describing your breakfast or your plans for the day. Gradually, your brain will handle more complex ideas in English.
Fourth, limited opportunities to practice. Not everyone has English speakers around.
True, but there are ways around this. You can join online language communities, find language exchange partners, or even practice speaking to yourself. Listening to English podcasts, songs, or movies also gives your brain exposure.
And the fifth challenge is frustration with progress. Sometimes it feels like you're stuck or not improving fast enough.
That happens to everyone. Progress is often slower than we expect. The solution? Stay patient and celebrate small wins. Did you understand a movie without subtitles? Or have a short conversation in English? Celebrate it.
These small victories are proof that you're moving forward, even if it feels slow.
Let's quickly review the solutions to these challenges. 1. Don't fear mistakes. See them as learning opportunities. 2. Don't feel overwhelmed. Focus on small, consistent progress. 3. Stop switching to your native language. Practice thinking in English daily.
4. Find ways to practice, even if you don't have many English speakers around. 5. Stay patient and celebrate progress, no matter how small.
Remember, every challenge is just a step on the journey. Overcoming them makes thinking in English easier and more natural over time.
And here's something to keep in mind. The last chunk has our most important tip for keeping this practice consistent every single day.
Yes, you'll see why it's considered the ultimate trick for making English a habit. Trust me, you don't want to miss it.
So keep these strategies in mind. Practice regularly and get ready for the final part. We'll show you how to make thinking in English a daily habit that really sticks. Welcome back. This is the last part of our episode. And like we promised, this section has the most powerful tip of all.
That's right. So far, we've talked about starting small, overcoming challenges, and thinking in English step by step. Now, let's go one step further. How do you actually make this a part of your life every single day?
Great question. The answer is habit building. If you want to think and speak in English naturally, you need to connect English practice to your daily routine.
Think about the things you already do every day, like brushing your teeth, drinking coffee, or going for a walk. If you can attach English practice to those habits, it becomes automatic.
For example, every morning while making coffee, you could describe what you're doing in English. I'm boiling the water. I'm adding coffee to the cup. The coffee smells strong.
That's simple, but over time, your brain starts to switch into English without effort.
Another way is to set a time block. For instance, tell yourself, every evening for 10 minutes, I'll think only in English. That small window grows into a habit.
Here's the big tip we mentioned earlier. Consistency beats intensity. Many learners think they need hours of practice, but just a few minutes every day is far more powerful than one long session once a week.
Exactly. The brain loves patterns. When you repeat something daily, even for a short time, your brain builds strong connections in English.
Let's also talk about motivation. Sometimes it's hard to stay consistent, right?
Absolutely. Motivation goes up and down. That's normal. The key is to create a system so you don't depend only on motivation.
One idea is to keep a progress journal. Write down one small thing you did in English each day. Later, you can look back and see how far you've come.
Another idea is accountability. Tell a friend about your English practice or join an online group. When others know your goals, you'll feel more motivated to keep going.
Also, reward yourself. If you keep your daily practice for a week, treat yourself to something small. A favorite snack, some music time, or even just a relaxing break.
Rewards signal to your brain that the habit is positive, and that makes you want to repeat it.
Now, let's put everything together in a quick recap. Step 1, start thinking in English with small, simple thoughts.
Step 2, don't fear mistakes. Use them to learn.
Step 3, practice every day, even for a few minutes.
Step 4, build habits. Attach English practice to something you already do.
Step 5, stay motivated with journals, accountability, and rewards.
And remember the golden rule. Consistency beats intensity. Small daily steps are the secret to training your brain to think and speak in English.
If you follow these steps, you'll start noticing a big change. English will stop feeling like a school subject and start feeling like a natural part of your life.
That's the goal, to think in English without translating, to feel confident when you speak, and to enjoy the process.
So, are you ready to start? Choose one small step today. Maybe describe your breakfast, write one sentence in your journal, or think about your plans in English.
Do it today, repeat it tomorrow, and soon your brain will be fully trained to think and speak in English.
Thanks for joining us on this journey.
This was Sophia
And Jake from the Chill English channel.
Both. See you next time.